What's up, fam, and welcome back to the table for another helping of the dish served cold. I am your sister from another Mr. Misperception, and I'm glad that you are here to partake in the dish with me. So, fam, I came across this newsletter last month about a biracial rapper named Tiny Jag who made headlines in early July for backing out of a scheduled music festival performance because the event organizers decided to provide a discount to a certain demographic. Now, at first glance, I thought the article was going to show how her protest was based on some real type of injustice. But then I read it. So, we're going to read this together and then we'll discuss. Okay, so from Fox News, this is entitled Biracial Rapper Pulls Out of Festival After Learning White People Charge $10 More Than People of Color. A biracial rapper pulled out of a Michigan music festival after she learned that white people would be charged twice the amount to attend than people of color. Tiny Jag, whose real name is Jillian Graham, was scheduled to perform at Afro Future Fest event in Detroit in August. But when she learned about the ticket inconsistency based on race, she quickly dropped out. I was immediately enraged just because I am biracial, Graham told the Detroit Metro Times. I have family members that would have, under those circumstances, been subjected to something that I would not ever want them to be in, especially not because of anything that I have going on. The early bird people of color tickets cost $10, while non-POC tickets cost $20. The news outlet reported on Thursday. The rapper said she learned of the festival's pay model when a white friend sent her a screenshot of an Instagram advertisement. She later publicly withdrew her support. Graham, whose grandmother is white, said that while she understands the goal of equity and equality for the black community, she called the move non-progressive and not solution-focused. It seems almost like it has spite, and unfortunately with spite comes hate, and that's just not obviously going to be a good direction for us to go if we're looking for positive change, she told the news outlet. Afro Future, and y'all excuse me, I have to say that slow because of my southern twang. They explained their policy and rationale for it on their Eventbrite page. Organizers cite equality and equity in their ticketing and state that their structure was built to ensure that the most marginalized communities, people of color, are provided with an equitable chance at enjoying events in their own community, Black Detroit. Affording joy and pleasure is unfortunately still a privilege in our society for people of color, and we believe that everyone should have access to receiving such, organizers wrote. Okay, now I love Afrofuture's explanation for their choice to discount tickets for people of color. And if you listen to their rationale and use common sense, you can see how their basis for doing such was no different than any other company that chooses to provide certain customers with certain discounts. So Tiny Jag's decision to pull out, her reasoning behind it, the people who are praising her family members who agree, and everyone else who thinks that what she did was taking a stand against some form of discrimination are stupid. Sorry, it is what it is. There are countless long-standing, daily, commonplace concessions where what Afrofuture did is celebrated and heck, even expected of many companies. For instance, how many places do you patronize that offers military, student, and senior citizen discounts? Don't have enough fingers, right? Restaurants, hotels, movie theaters, clothing stores, and the list goes on. Isn't that taking a certain demographic of people and offering them a discount because you either feel that they are marginalized or should be held to some high regard? Okay. What about a program that I've referred families to called Museums for All? They provide free or reduced admission to various museums for people whose income falls below the federal poverty level. Is it wrong for them to offer a discount to certain people who would otherwise find attending a museum difficult to afford? Afrofuture stated that their structure was built to ensure that the most marginalized communities are provided with an equitable chance at enjoying events in their own community. Isn't that the same thing? But nobody has a problem with Museums for All, right? Okay. Or what about another simple example? Airplanes. Is it fair that there's a first class and there's a coach? That there is a substantial price difference between the two of them, or that you receive preferential treatment, i.e., more leg room, a pillow and a blanket, etc. You don't receive those things in coach. So where's the outrage there? Heck, one of my favorite days of the year is Chick-fil-A's Cow Appreciation Day. Now, I'm not a big fast food eater, but when I do indulge, it's usually Chick-fil-A or a local chain around here that's like Dairy Queenish, if y'all know what a Dairy Queen is. But Chick-fil-A's business model is phenomenal, and it really should be modeled by a lot of other companies, but that's here nor there. I've never had a bad experience there ever. The food is always good, the food is always correct, and best of all, the customer service is always good. Now, we know that they have gotten a lot of flack for their beliefs over the years, but that's a whole nother video. If you don't know, on Cow Appreciation Day, if you come dressed cowish, and I do mean ish because they pretty much let you come as basic as can be, you will receive a free entree. Kids receive a free kids meal. Now, they do this every year for anyone who wants to participate. This isn't a coupon or a buy one, get one free. It is free if you dress cow-like. So, is that a problem too? So, where is the outrage for the people who choose to pay full price? Like, what if they want to dress like a chicken and not a cow? I mean, does Chick-fil-A have another protest coming soon? But you see, all of these examples are choices that you get to make. You get to decide whether you want to eat free or not at Chick-fil-A. You get to decide whether you want to attend college or enlist in the military. For the most part, you even have control over whether or not you're in a position to purchase a first-class airplane ticket. Those are all choices. But, and I do say fortunately, we don't get to choose to be black. Our creator decided that that was not in our control. So no matter what the demographic, whether it's based on race, religion, culture, veteran status, your gender, i.e. ladies free till 12 a.m. Now I bet Tiny Jag has taken advantage of that discount at least once. Age, i.e. when a child receives a discounted or free meal at a restaurant. And I bet her white grandma uses that senior citizen discount every chance she gets. I mean, I know I would. But the demographic doesn't even really matter. Any company, especially a privately owned one, can provide whatever concessions to whomever they want. And there's really nothing wrong with it. As with anything, if you don't agree with it, don't patronize the business. But you don't have to make a big hoopla out of it either. And yes, that's technically what she did by backing out of the show. But it was her reasoning behind backing out. She's trying to act like what she did was making a statement against inequality. But no, it's actually Afrofuture who's trying to balance out some of it. Like any other entity, they are providing a discount to a demographic that they feel is marginalized. And do trust. If I had a business where customers came in my establishment for service, I would have whatever discounts and policies in place that I dag well please. Like, if you wouldn't wear it to work, don't wear it in here. And I'm not talking about lifeguards, strippers, and the like. And that's especially if it's a family-oriented business. No, you cannot wear whatever you want to, whenever you want to, wherever you want to. Life just doesn't work like that. But unfortunately, we live in a time where that is what is promoted, and that's what's becoming the norm. I mean, I can't even walk into the store without seeing a butt cheek or a nipple. It's crazy. But anyway, I do want to know, though, does Tiny Jag understand that while she's standing up for the white side of her family, she's disregarding the black side? What about those members of her family that could have used that discount? Why is she not protesting for them? Is she going to pay for their tickets if they want to come and support her performance? Yeah, probably not. You know, it may be one of those cases of identifying with your black side only when it benefits your brand or bank account. Maybe, maybe not. So my final question is, would this even be an issue if the event organizers were not Black? If instead of the Afro Future Fest, it was the Mullet Future Fest, and the organizers were white and provided the same discounts to people of color? Would she have backed out then? Would this have even been newsworthy? Probably not. The organizers would probably be considered trailblazing humanitarians who are finding innovative ways to close the inequality gap. They need to take several knees and go boycott idiocy, narcissism, lack of civility, and lack of accountability, among the many other things plaguing this society these days. But like Afrofuture said, affording joy and pleasure is unfortunately still a privilege in our society for many people of color, and everyone should have access to receiving such. And I do agree. So I applaud Afrofuture for their stand, and I wish them nothing but success. So alright fam, that is it. Thank you for partaking in the dish with me on rapper Tiny Jad's boycott of a common business practice so she could play woke. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves and will come back soon for another helping of the dish served cold. Please like, share, and join the fam. Follow me on Twitter at dish_servedcold. Hit me up by email at misperception.dish@gmail.com. And before you go, drop a comment below and tell me what you think about this boycott. And really, what was her backing out of the performance supposed to solve anyway? It surely hasn't made inequality any less unequal, and I'm sure nobody who bought tickets left because she decided to back out. So what was the point? Exactly. I don't know either. But anyway, alright fam, until we meet again, I'm your sis, Miss Perception. Love and peace.